It sometimes feels like we just can't keep up with the changing pace of technology. But what if I told you there's a free personal assistant that will simplify your life, interpret complex technical manuals, or even write a thank you note for you? It's called ChatGPT. Now, I know, all this AI can seem a little overwhelming. And let's be honest, most of us are a little suspicious of it. But it's far easier to use than you think. You will be amazed at how fast, how detailed, and how simple it is to use. I'm sharing 10 practical ChatGPT tips that will make your life easier, less stressful, and it's even kind of fun. Once you start experimenting with ChatGPT, you'll wonder what you ever did without it. ChatGPT. Chat because it's conversational, generative, pre-trained transformer. They really need to come up with a more user-friendly name. But basically, it is artificial intelligence, or AI, and ChatGPT is one of the most popular AI chatbots. I've decided to start embracing the move towards all things AI and use it as a tool to simplify my life and save time. Tip 1, know when to use ChatGPT versus Google. Here's the first thing to know. ChatGPT is not Google. They're both useful, but for different reasons. Use Google when you want current factual information like what's the weather tomorrow or who won the game last night. For example, what time does Costco close? What is the capital of Tennessee? What does the word ecodenticiast mean? Use ChatGPT when you want ideas, explanations, or creativity, like what's a polite way to decline an invitation? Can you explain Medicare Advantage in plain English? Can you help me compare two SUVs for reliability and comfort? One quick note that may help you distinguish when to use ChatGPT versus Google. ChatGPT has, at least in the free version, a limit to how many questions you can ask per day. So don't waste one of your questions on something you can easily find out on Google in an instant. Tip 2, talk to it like a friend. You don't have to use fancy technical language or keywords, just type the way you talk. For example, instead of Googling best Samsung TVs, which would lead me to multiple sites comparing TVs, telling me the one clear winner with a bias towards specific brands with affiliate links and a lot to sort through, I could just type into ChatGPT, I want a Samsung TV similar to my current one, model number UN50JU6500. I don't need gamer features, just good image and sound. What new model would you recommend and where's the best deal? That's just conversational language, and ChatGPT will give you detailed, informative answers to only what you're interested in learning. And just like in conversation with a friend, you can ask as many follow-up questions as you would like where are the HDMI ports and are they easy to access? What is the best mounting system for this TV? There's no end to the number of questions you can ask until you're satisfied. Tip number 3, be specific for better answers. The more details you give, the better the results. Instead of how do I fix my TV, say, I have a Samsung UN50JU6500. The ARC input is grayed out. How do I enable it? Use details like brands, model numbers, or exact error messages. You can even paste a link to a user manual and say, explain this in simple steps. All of a sudden, you don't have to flip through 90 pages to find the one piece of information you were searching for. But here's a caveat. ChatGPT is only as accurate as the information you give it. For example, I wanted to pair my DirecTV remote to my Samsung TV and soundbar. So I put in all the correct model numbers and followed the instructions it gave me to a T. but it didn't work. I had forgotten to include in my question or prompt that my DirecTV service was streaming, not satellite, so I didn't have a set-top box. That makes a huge difference. I've added that information to my prompt. It spit out new instructions. Specifics matter. So far, we've covered when to use Google versus ChatGPT, how to speak to it conversationally, and why specifics matter. Now let's move on to how to use it in everyday life. Tip number 4, use it as a private tutor for tech. You know those questions you feel silly asking someone, like, how do I move the photos from my phone to my computer? Well, ChatGPT won't judge. You can ask it to break it down for you step by step, or to explain the steps as though you were a 12-year-old. No judgments, just explanations. Tip number 5, simplify legal language. Now, this is a big one. Sometimes you get a document like a will, an insurance policy, or a contract, and the wording is impossible to understand. With ChatGPT, you can copy a section and say, explain this to me in plain English. Suddenly, complicated language makes sense. It's important to know that ChatGPT is not a substitute for legal advice, but it can help you actually understand what's written. Tip number 6, let it do the drafting for you. Need a thank you note, a polished resume, or a letter of recommendation? Just ask. Help me write a thank you note to my neighbor who watered my plants. Make it warm and personal. It gives you a ready-to-use draft that you can tweak to sound like you, and you don't have to start from scratch. You just polish the draft. There are tons of other writing examples. You could copy and paste your current resume, ask GPT to polish and refine it in a professional tone, in a confident manner, and you will be amazed at what it gives you. Tip number 7, plan everyday life. From meal planning to vacation itineraries, ChatGPT is like your personal organizer, and it's a lot cheaper than hiring a travel agent or a personal assistant. Ask it to make a 5-day meal plan for 2 under 30 minutes with the shopping list. How about, here's what's in my fridge: chicken, lime, cilantro, and onions. What can I make? Plan a 3-day Charleston trip with history tours, good restaurant recommendations, and a boutique hotel. Tip number 8, practice and prepare. My son-in-law used ChatGPT to help prepare for an upcoming job interview. It generated a list of questions the interviewer may ask, which allowed him to practice ahead of time. It's a safe space to practice before the real thing. You can also use it to help you plan for sticky personal conversations, like, how can I explain to my friend I can't attend her event without it hurting her feelings? Or it may help you plan those crucial conversations you may be dreading. I wish I had had ChatGPT when it came time to tell my aging parents it was time to take the car away. It can provide language that will help you express your concerns and even play devil's advocate to prepare you for any potential pushback. Tip number 9, break big tasks into small steps. Instead of help me organize my entire house, say, make me a 1-week plan to declutter my kitchen in 30 minutes a day. When my husband and I considered buying a ranch-style home to renovate, I put in the square footage, the types of finishes that we wanted, and the location. And ChatGPT spit out a realistic budget by line item and even offered spreadsheets to include for contractor bids. It even alerted me to areas I had forgotten to include, like a laundry room. Amazing. Tip number 10, work your questions. You don't have to be a tech whiz. Just remember, the better the question, the better the answer. By adding details like model numbers, links, and follow-up questions, you can turn ChatGPT into a powerful tool that becomes your very own assistant, patient, helpful, and available anytime, day or night. So whether you're decoding a legal document, planning meals, or trying to untangle a tech headache, ChatGPT is like having a patient friend who never gets tired of your questions. So download it and ask just one question today. You will wonder what you ever did without it. And if you want to learn how to ask the best questions in ChatGPT, check this out.